Chapter 11, The F-14s. A few days after our trip and just before I had to go back to school, I went to my father's office. Type this and make 3 copies. Okay. Boom! Help! It was the first time I'd seen fighter jets. Too much. It's our army flying. I don't think so. Those are probably Iraqis. What? Why do you say that? Because they don't look like our F-14s. It was a tough call, but Dad was an engineer. He was the specialist. Iranian or Iraqi, the jets hugged the ground before suddenly zooming up into the sky, right before the mountains on the horizon. Quick, the radio. Here, Dad. Iraqi MiGs have bombed Tehran. No! Those bastards. Those assholes. Let's go home now. Your mother must be terrified. Dad, do you remember what you learned during your military service? Are you going to war? Are you going to fight? We have to teach those Iraqis a lesson. What are you talking about? Of course I'm not going to fight. Why should I fight? How can you say that? The Iraqis have always been our enemies. They want to invade us. And worse, they drive like maniacs. The Arabs never liked the Persians. Everyone knows that. They attacked us 1400 years ago. They forced their religion on us. Okay, enough of that. The real Islamic invasion has come from our own government. Taji! Mom? Taji! Darling! Mom? The Iraqis bombed us. Really? When? Just now. Well, I guess I should dry off. War always takes you by surprise. We have to bomb Baghdad. Take your feet off the table. It's impolite. Bomb Baghdad? You need pilots for that. After the generals blew their chance at a coup d'etat, they were all jailed or executed. What's this about? Coup d'etat? Pilots in jail? What pilots? I knew fighter pilots. My friend Paradisi's father was one. She never told me her father was in prison, although last year she didn't come to school for a whole month. That bastard Saddam waited until we were weak before attacking. Paradisi Entezami's dad is a fighter pilot. He's going to go bomb Baghdad. Entezami, he was one of the condemned. First, he has to get out of prison. I'm going to my room. It's the pits. My dad is a defeatist. He's no patriot. Suddenly, I heard the Iranian national anthem coming from the TV, our Star-Spangled Banner. O Iran, our golden country, your land is the wellspring of art. It had been forbidden and replaced by the new government's Islamic hymn. It had been more than a year since we've heard it. Let the evil thoughts of your enemies be far from you. Welcome to the 8 o'clock news. 140 Iranian F-14s carried out bombing raids on Baghdad tonight. Well, there's your proof that our army is still strong. You can't always believe what they say. 8 o'clock, the BBC is broadcasting too. Where's the radio? You don't believe anything. Here's the radio. Zzz, zzz, zzz. 140 Iranian bombers attacked Baghdad today. Ha ha! How's that feel, Saddam? We got them where it hurts. I was all wrong about Dad. He loved his country as much as I did. President Banazadar has ordered the release of the military pilots jailed after the failed coup. They agreed to attack Iraq if the government broadcasts the national anthem. As usual, my dad was right. The rest of the news wasn't so cool. Iranian losses were very heavy. Half of the planes in the mission have not returned. I hope Paradisi's dad isn't dead. Call her. I don't have her number. I had to wait 2 weeks to find out. Hey, Paradisi. I knew right away, but I didn't dare ask. In class, the teacher asked us to write a report about the war. It's a difficult subject, but it concerns us all. Think about it carefully. I didn't need to do much thinking. I knew all about the war. You know what you're going to say? Totally. I wrote 4 pages on the historical context entitled The Arab Conquest and Our War. I was very proud of myself. This war is the same as the one 1400 years ago. But the teacher didn't seem too impressed. That's pretty good. Now, Paradisi, come to the blackboard. Paradisi's report was by far the best. It was a letter to her father in which she promised to take care of her mother and little brother. Rest in peace, Dad. At recess, I tried to console her. Your father acted like a genuine hero. You should be proud of him. I wish he were alive and in jail, rather than dead and a hero. Those were her exact words to me. Chapter 12. The Jewels. Yes, it was war, all right. Right away, the supermarkets were empty. I'm not sure it's even worth getting a cart. I saw it first. Let go of that. Come on, stop it. Mind your own business. What's her problem? Forget about it, Mom. If stores were closed for a single day, you'd probably eat each other. And you call yourselves civilized people. If everyone took only what they needed, there would be enough to go around. And in the parking lot, how many boxes of rice did we get? 2. We'll go to the store across the street and try to get more. You never know. There wasn't much at the gas stations either. Do you have any jerry cans? Jerry cans? Why? Why do you think? To make strawberry soda. Don't talk to my mother like that. Every morning I have to drive 40 miles so that you can have a peaceful life. How am I going to do that with no car? Huh? That's why I need cans for gasoline. Can you understand that? The car runs on gas. Look, I am so sorry, darling. I've been running around the whole day. I've got a splitting headache. You know what? I'm just going to fill up the tanks and then we'll try to find a restaurant. I hope you're proud of yourself. After we made up, we went home with my father. It took us until 2 in the morning. We obviously didn't go to any restaurant. We don't fill cans, otherwise there won't be enough for everyone. All right, too bad. But do you know what's going on? The press isn't saying anything. Of course they're not saying anything. It's a huge mess. Iraq bombed the refinery at Abaddon. Oh my God. Molly. Oh no. Oh God, no. Molly was my mother's childhood friend. She lived in Abaddon with her husband and 2 kids. Quick, call them. Ring, ring, ring. No one's answering. Did you try her mother? She should know what happened. I tried her place too, but she's deaf. After Abaddon, every border town was targeted by bombers. Most of the people living in these areas had to flee northward, far from the Iraqi missiles. Ding dong. Who could that be at this hour? I have no idea. Molly? Everything's destroyed. Hey, it'll be okay. Calm down. Look at this. That's all I could save. Oh. Come on, boys. I'll fix you some hot chocolate. I don't like it. Me either. First, we went to my mother's house. We kept ringing the doorbell, but she's deaf. I'm sorry. No, you did the right thing coming here. That house cost a million up in smoke. Can you imagine that? My father wasn't so fond of Molly's husband. He thought he was too materialistic. They did have a really nice house. We spent our vacation there a few years earlier. The marble alone cost me $100,000. I see. Okay, here you go. Your bed is ready. Our house is your house. The kids can sleep in Margie's room. Oh, thank you, Taji. Yes, thanks. You two, follow me. You don't have any toys? No, I'm all grown up. I have books. If you want, I can read you a story. At my house, we had all the Star Wars stuff. I had a Darth Vader. Lucky you. Do you like Star Wars? I like Princess Leia. Leia? Whoa, she's ugly. Okay, now it's time to go to bed. Good night, kids. Molly and her family spent a week with us. That's how long it took to sell the jewelry and start over again. Molly's mother was bitter and hard to deal with, and deaf, but they were happy at our place. Then one day we went to the supermarket. I want that. I want that over there. God, what brats. Hey, they still have kidney beans. We can make chili tonight. Okay, we'll just forget about the flatulence factor. What's flatulence? Well, farts. Ha 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 ha. Since the refugees have descended on Tehran, you can't get anything to eat anymore. You're right there. Poo poo. They take everything. My neighbor even said she heard that their women are prostituting themselves. No dignity at all. Soon, it won't just be food with all those sluts out there. We're going to have to watch our husbands. Anyway, as everyone knows, Southern women are all whores. It's terrible what you're saying. How humiliating. Farts! To have the Iraqis attack and to lose in an instant everything you had built over a lifetime, that's one thing. But to be spat upon by your own kind, it's intolerable. I felt so ashamed for myself and felt so sorry for her.